It's Corey. I just finished some of more of season 3 of Avatar: Last Airbender, episode 14. I just finished part one of episode 14. It has two parts. Episode 15, episode 14 are 2 parts episodes. So Sakura decides to ask a question of where they would keep war prisoners, and his guess is on the Boiling Rock. Is on the place is on. Guess where the past the prison of where Zuko guess where Sakura's dad might be kept prisoner, and it's basically on top of a boiling rock, where the water was covered around water, and now the water's really hot, like boiling hot, like probably could burn people. So they don't find any of the war prisoners except for Zuki, Sokka's girlfriend, and they don't find Sokka's father, which Sokka wanted to do is to find his father to save him from prison, to redeem himself, because he feels like he fails his father because the mission went south in season 3, because the adults had to go to prison while the kids escape and split up. So he feels very guilty about this. Sokka is understood by Zuko where he's coming from. So he decides to help Sokka free his dad. And they bond low and they talk about this Shada's past and their past girlfriends. And Zuko couldn't help but feel how rough it is that his first girlfriend is literally turned into the spirit of the moon. And I like how Zuko delivers this line. That's really rough, dude. He's like how he delivers the line. He comes across as funny, but also heartwarming at the same time. And they make it to the prison, but not without Crash slamming the only ticket home and the ticket from back and forth prison. So they had to come out with a new plan, because the Sokka figured it was going to be a one-way ticket. So he decides to leave because his plan hasn't been going smoothly lately, so he's winging it this time. So he comes out with a plan to escape from the prison by escaping in a cooler. And Zuki end up staying behind with him, while the other 3 people that decide to tag along on this escape plan go their separate ways and try to escape the prison. But by morning, this big guy basically decides to try to paddle the boat fast, because it's like so hot and they're sweaty like pigs, basically. And he ends up burning himself a little and screaming out and lining up this big loud, and they get caught because so the plan basically failed. And they can't go. I'm guessing that's not. If I remember correctly, that ties into the second part of the Boiling Rock episode. How the Fire Nation House increases their security, basically, and also so it looks like us and these new group of prisoners come to the prison, and hopefully one of the prisoners is Sakura's dad. So that's why Sakura and Zuko and Suzuki decide to stay behind Sakura's girlfriend, his second and current active girlfriend, as of right now. So this one seems like they actually this one they seems like they built on the plan for nothing, and it's later revealed that one person was on the I think it's a Ferris wheel. Is that Ferris wheel? Not Ferris wheel. Oh, Dad, I'm talking to you.
What?
That's when people on a riding on a rope. What is that called? Is that a Ferris wheel or something else?
No, Ferris wheel is one.
I don't need to explain. I just need to know if I'm right or wrong.
Zip line?
Is that what it's called?
That's when you have a line and it.
No, but move slowly. Like slowly, like a car. Yeah, you do know.
I know what it is, but I don't know the name of it.
Okay.
You've described it, so.
So what? That means people are going to know what that is?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, I don't know how to find it then.
Okay.
I'll try to.
Don't try to. That's just going to be a waste of my time. Make the review longer.
I'm sorry.
So anyway, this one all hope is lost, and it seems like everyone came off the thing that brought the ride that brought them into brought them off to the prison. Turns out the last person that is on the ride is Sokka's dad. So the whole bailing on the plan wasn't for nothing. All hope is lost. So there's a bright side. So now they just gotta get Sokka and Azuki and Sokka's dad and he needs to free those two from prison and free those two from prison and Sokka and Zuko need to also not get caught while freeing them from prison, basically. So, and that it ends on that note, and Leisha wondering what happens next. And this is a really good episode. I really like this a lot. I really liked how Sokka. My favorite part of the episode is like that Sokka and Zuko got to know each other better. And I also like the same part I liked about this episode is that he tells one of his Zuko tells one of his uncle's jokes, but he forget the build up. He just can't remember the punchline, so all of them are confused because that's not funny because he doesn't remember the whole joke. The Katara points out that it's probably funny when his uncle says because he actually remembers the joke. So that's also fun because, and also when he's using one of his uncle's meds for us to cheer Sokka up, which he says it comes out as absolute random nonsense. And he thinks that cheers Sokka up, but he turns out he just like Sasuke, and turns out he could. So that's when he decides to cheer up. Not because of Zuko's inspiring motivation, inspired to him by his uncle. No, but this is because he saw Zuki. So, yeah, it was a really funny scene. I found the whole scene funny. This episode was all funny, got really serious and intense at the third act, but it was also fun watching Zuko and Sokka interact off each other and get to know each other and bond a little bit, and and that stuff. So I give this episode a 10 out of 10 because mostly because that was my favorite part of the episode. Though that's why I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 for that, because I do like seeing these characters change and adapt and grow and also interact off each other. I think those are the best episodes. And luckily, that's majority of the series is like that. So yeah, I give this episode 10 out of 10. I said it already. I just realized that. Okay, just clicking off this. And yeah, this is season 3, episode 14. I just reviewed. Okay. Of Avatar: The Last Airbender show.